Hey guys, welcome back to Living with J&M. Today I'm going to show you what is in my open house bag. Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. I am super excited about this video today because I get to show you exactly what I bring to an open house and what all goes into my bag and the prep work I do to do it, what I think is essential for me doing an open house. I think open houses are extremely important, and I'm going to do a different video on that of how open houses have been pretty vital to my business, especially being a new agent. Open houses allow you to have a lot of conversation with clients, a lot of conversation with potential buyers, or especially potential listers. And there's a lot of things that you can do, simple things that just add, 30 minutes to an hour to your day or to your week, to make sure that whenever clients leave the open house, either they have all the information they need, they got all their questions asked, or you have their email to follow up with any questions that you didn't know the answer to, or you have their email to follow up just to contact them, make sure that they get on your list so that you can start to send them emails, give them phone calls, ask, can I help you with a handyman? Do you need a good paint guy? You want to know about HOA? I didn't know about it whenever you came to the open house. I have your answer now. Here's all the information, or even an email to them with the flyer PDF attached to it saying, I love seeing you today at my open house. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is the house for you, but you would like to find a different house, I'd love to give you private showings. Please give me a call. And just give them your contact information showing that you're following up, showing that you're present. But today, the video is all about my open house bags, what I bring and why I bring it so that I can have those follow-up conversations. So first off, I want to show you the bag that I got. Whenever I became a licensed realtor, my husband bought me this Vera Bradley bag, and I was looking for something that was big, was durable, and was a solid color. I was looking for something with pockets. I was looking for something that could fit my laptop, that could fit binders, that could just get stacked, and something that wasn't going to weigh down on my shoulder, because there is a lot of stuff in here. So this is my bag from Vera Bradley. I absolutely love it. It has been great to me because, like I said, it has tons of pockets. It has tons of space for me to do whatever I need to do in it. It fits my laptop plus every other binder in it. This is the first thing that I really suggest and that I know is important, because if you're able to have everything in this bag and you're able just to walk into the open house, have your hands open, have your hands free so you can get in and out of the door. It's really important to be able to maneuver with your hands, be able to watch out what's going on around you, and still have everything you need for that open house right in the bag. So I usually carry this, and I absolutely love it. So let me show you what goes into this bag. So first and foremost, I have a clipboard or multiple clipboards and a feedback sheet. So what this feedback sheet is, it's created by my company, Chenoweth & Cohen, and pretty much what it's asking for is their name, their phone, address, and email. But under it, they get to judge the house for me. And so whenever people come into the house, I give them this clipboard and I say, hey, welcome to the open house. I give them all the information about it, and I say, I would really like you to judge this house for me. I would love to get your feedback and your opinion. So if you could please just take this clipboard around, and as you see these things, can you just grade it and grade it as what you thought? And this is really great because it's going to give feedback to either your builder or your seller. And it's good because at the end of it, hopefully they're gonna fill out this contact information at the top. So one of my biggest things, why it's number one, is a clipboard and my feedback sheet. Okay, so you saw that I had a pin on my hand. I carry pins everywhere, but especially in open house. You wanna be able to take notes whenever your potential clients are talking to you about what house do they want to buy, what house do they want to sell, what are they looking for, what's their address, and you're just trying to jot things down as you talk. You're going to want pins. You're going to want pins they can put down their number. You never want to lack pins. So what I did to create just an easier access for me to put a whole bunch of stuff together is inside my big bag, I put a pencil bag in there, and I got this from Walmart, probably $5 or $6, maybe less than that. But whenever I first started doing open houses, I had pins in Ziploc baggies. I had my business cards just kind of scattered everywhere. And I was looking for something where I could just put everything. I needed a big pencil bag that I could throw in my bag that I knew was going to have a bunch of stuff in it. So let me show you what I put in this pencil bag. So obviously one of the things I keep in the pencil bag is pins. I probably have 20 to 30 pins, blue and black in here, and I do like this. The big pins, I don't know why, but I feel like these just write thicker. I've noticed that I don't lose ink with these more often, so I prefer these, and they're pretty cheap. I keep highlighters in here, so I have 4 different colored highlighters. You never know when you're gonna need a highlighter. I keep my open house number signs in here, so on my open house rider on the top, it says Saturday or Sunday, and then I can put 1 to 4 or 2 to 4 or 1 to 5 or whatever. I keep extras of these in my bag, or when I peel it off and need to put on a different number, I stick them back together and I put them inside this pencil bag. I have found that I need tape. If I'm doing an open house with like multiple houses that I have open down the street, usually with new construction, I want to tape my card to the door, let them know I'm at a certain house or whatever it is. Tape is just something I've realized that I need, so for me it works. Now I probably don't need this chunky one, but this is what I had. So I keep this in my pencil bag, and then I keep 2 sets of business cards. So first of all, I keep the lender that I use, my preferred lender. I have his card, his company card, and his card out on the counter, and I keep it in my pencil bag. I think it is really important for you to have a lender of some sort card out on the table for people to come in. A really good example is I had someone come into an open house, and the mom and dad are looking all over the house, and they're talking about this house for them. So I get their contact information, I talk to them, we're talking about the house, and then their son, because they like the house so much, their son came and was looking at the house. Well, they started talking to me about what he wants, and he was talking about how he just got out of college, wants to start working, build up his credit score, but he wants to buy a house. Had a girlfriend, they were serious, and they wanted to buy a house, but he didn't really know what steps to take. Instead of me just kind of being like, oh, that's so exciting, give me a call whenever you're ready to buy, instead of just giving him my card, I was able to say, hey, I have an amazing lender, handed in the card. He can walk you through the entire process and tell you exactly how to go from point A to point Z, so you know what to expect, because people just want to know what type of experience they're gonna have. And with me, you're gonna have a communicative, you're gonna have very educated experience. And so if I could start off the relationship saying, hey, I have great contacts, here's my lender, he's gonna tell you what you need to do according to his credit score and his finances to be able to buy a house, what kind of loan he's gonna get, what kind of down payment he needs to be saving for, closing costs, all of that, etc., etc. So it's important to have a lender, a 2-lender, whoever you use, whoever your company uses, make sure to have a lender's card out there, because it's a great conversational piece. I also keep my business cards in here, so you can see it's like a second zipper in the front. I don't know if I really like storing them like this long term, but I've had them in here for a couple months and it's worked for now. But I keep all my business cards in here. I restock them. I probably refill it every 2 weeks, because I pull them out and put them on the counter whenever I have them out for my open houses. That is what I keep in my little pencil bag inside of my open house bag. I also forgot to mention that I usually keep scissors in that pencil bag. I took them out and forgot to put them back in, but typically on an open house, I put balloons out in front and I tie them to my sign. So it's really nice to have the scissors to be able to cut off the balloons afterwards, so I'm not struggling or using my keys or whatever. Or for whatever reason, to have scissors to be able to cut pieces of paper or whatever you're needing to is super handy. The next thing that I keep, and I'm going to show you kind of like how I keep this specifically organized, is an open house binder. So what I did, I just found this on Google, and then I put my name, my number, and my email on here, so that if for some reason I left this in someone's house, they know exactly who to call, and it just keeps me organized to know that this is for my open houses. This is what I lay out on the counter for whenever people come in, they can peruse over it and flip through it. I don't have all the information in there right now like I typically do, but just how I usually have this set up and working is first of all, I like to have a home warranty flyer in here. The American Home Shield is who I usually recommend, but I have my home warranty flyer in here. More conversation, and I can even pull that out and put that on the counter too. So typically on the first page, I keep my flyer. Now this is going to be an informational flyer. So I have one slit into my binder, but then I also have my stack that I'm able to put right next to my binder that I can give to everybody who comes in. Then the next thing that I have is my MLS printed sheet on the next page. So what this is doing is it's showing everybody who comes in is this is the type of materials they used on the house, this is how many square footage, which direction this house faces, what year was this house built. So pretty much school district, like all of that is on this paper. So whenever people are asking me questions, it's a lot for me. I can look directly at this paper, I know where the square footage is, and then I can speak it to them. Or whenever they're just, sometimes the wife's still looking around and the husband just wants to stand, he'll flip through my binder. It makes it where I can have a conversation with him, we can talk about what's in this. The next thing is I typically put the tax record. Why do I put the tax records? It is always, if you could take one thing away from this, more information is better. Get your client extremely well educated because it looks better on your part, that you know better about the house, plus it makes them feel important whenever you're able to tell them and answer every question that they have. So you can tell them, hey, taxes in 2019 in this house cost $1,900 or whatever it was, so that they know what to expect because they're looking to buy this house. So we're trying to give them all the information we can so that whenever they move into this house or we put an offer onto this house, that they know that they knew all the information they needed so that they don't get those butterflies whenever they start to walk back from it. Then whenever things start to get high and excited, that they know that before they put in that offer that they had all the information they needed to be able to do that confidently. Something else that I always keep in my little open house binder is the property disclosures. And so, or just, exemption, exclaim, whatever you need, put the disclosures in there so that when people are coming in, conversations getting slow, or they're really interested in the house and they're asking more questions. What I like to do when conversation starts to slow down, I can feel that they like this house, but there's nothing really to talk about at this point. Disclosures are great because you're able to say, hey, I've actually gone through what the seller has said and disclose that is wrong and what is right and what is working about this house. So let's go through it together. Hey, just to let you know, it says the whirlpool tub in the master bath is not working, so that they know immediately what this house entails. They know immediately that all these things were disclosed working, so that they kind of have that idea of, okay, the homeowner is telling me this is or is not working. Gives them peace of mind so that they can start to settle into the thought of this house is a living house that I can live and function in, and I know what is working and what is not working. In a new construction, I will have the disclosure exemption in there, just saying that no one's ever lived in the house. It's still good information to have. Also, if the house needs a lead-based paint hazard disclosure, that is always great to put in there. Just the sellers have signed it, disclosing whatever they knew about with the lead-based paint, either being in there or they never knew was in there, if it was taken care of or whatever. Okay, I'm currently in an empty house. It is a new build, built in 2019. There's nothing in here, it's not staged. This house is beautiful all by itself, but that means that the 4 hours I'm here, I don't have a place to sit. I can't pack a chair in my bag, but I do want to mention that if there is no furniture in the house, if the house is vacant, it's not staged, remember to bring a chair. I mean, don't pack a lawn chair into the house, but bring in a bar stool or a nice chair that you can sit out in the living room, or just a place that you're able to relax your feet, because sometimes you'll have people in the open house all day long. Sometimes it's gonna be super slow, you're gonna be sitting around, you're gonna wanna sit down, not on the floor or the fireplace or the stairs. So a bar stool or a chair is a great thing to have. Just make sure that it looks nice and is presentable so you're representing the seller as best as possible. The next thing that I bring is a buyer packet. I like to have a buyer packet in here so that if I have people come in, we can write an offer right then and there and sign it, and I have all the paperwork to do that, so that's really great. So that when people come in, it's quick and easy. So if people come in and they're like, oh my gosh, I love this house so much, I'm ready to buy now. Whatever it is, they're already pre-qualified, they already have cash. You're like, yeah, ooh.
Oh, I don't have my laptop, we're gonna have to wait. Let me go home or go to Starbucks and write the contract online.
No, I'm going to be preemptive now. I have the paperwork. I'm great. Let's write an offer now. I have the contract now. Everything that they need, all the stuff that you need for your contract, I have all right here. Earnest money instructions, disclosures, whatever. I have here and ready to go, so when people are serious and they come in the house, I'm serious too, and I'm ready to get that offer into either the listing agent, or if I'm the listing agent, to my sellers. A few more things that I like to keep. I always have my Chenoweth and Cohen magazine. So my company prints out a magazine once a month that shows all the listings, and even if people don't go through it to buy a house, what they really like is the fact that they can just take it with them. It's something for them to take home. It has my card in it. It's just really great information for them to be able to say, hey, I have more information to take home. Look at what Michelle Beamer's company is doing. Look at what Chenoweth and Cohen is doing. Look at their presentation. Look at their paperwork. And so I just like to have the magazines out there with me. I also bring a few things to give them if we are going to put an offer on the house. I have the Equal Opportunity Housing pamphlet. I have the GTAR contract informational book. This is going to give them all the information on the contract. Talks to them about definitions of words, why they're signing this, what it means, and then I give them this Protect Your Family for the Lead in Your Home. These are requirements for them to read, or at least be shown that they need to read it. So I like to be able to have that so that we can mark that truthfully. Second to last thing, if you are in a house, I suggest you always pack toilet paper either in your car or your bag. This is either good for blowing your nose, or paper towels to wipe up your mess, or if there's no toilet paper in the house, it's really, really, really good to make sure you have toilet paper. Been there, it's not fun. You want to make sure that you have toilet paper in case that you do need to go to the bathroom, that you're able to do it. Make sure always to have disinfectant wipes and paper towels. I know sometimes you have a water or a drink or something. If that were for some reason to spill, I don't want to use the seller's cleaning supplies or their materials in their house. I want to be able to go to my car and clean it up with my own supplies. Plus, if the counters are dirty, it's just nice to be able to wipe it off, and it makes the house smell good. Last but not least, dun, 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 water. People, this or a drink, but I always have water with me. This is so important because you need water, people. You need water to stay hydrated, to be able to talk to people. If you're talking with people for 30 to 45 minutes, you're gonna want water at the end of it. You're gonna want to be able to stay hydrated, to stay energized, and water is a great way to do that. So make sure in your bags, make sure to have the habit of having a water bottle, filling up your water bottle, whatever it is, and bring it with you to your open house. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was extremely helpful for any realtors out there. I know that whenever I first started, I had a lot of realtors help guide me and continue to guide me with questions I asked, but really, open houses are something that if you're doing them, you know what works for you, and you know that what doesn't work for you. These things work for me, and I really enjoy it. They really help me bring a lot more conversation to the table. They help me get the contact information so I can follow up with everyone. But at the end of the day, it's just about a realtor helping another realtor and vice versa. So thank you so much for watching this full video, and I hope, like I said, I hope this is just information that is able to help other realtors be able to jam-pack your open house with information, so whenever someone comes in, you are able to just provide for them the best quality that you're able to as a realtor, and be able to hopefully get a whole ton of clients out of it. So I hope everybody's having a great day, and I am looking forward to making more videos like this soon. If you have any video suggestions, real estate related, please put them in the comments. I would love to make it. So now I'm gonna let you go. But if you like it, please click the like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!